Hey, what's up? It's Dan McDonald. We were just having an awesome conversation, and there's no way we're going to be able to reproduce that. But I just wanted to check in with everyone, and like we're having the awesome men conversation about love and God and spirituality and food, and so I just kind of wanted to introduce. Most of you already know Ted, and this is Juice. Juice, where do you live, man?
I live out in the Seattle area, so I actually just started a new YouTube channel, Fruitographer, just trying to show people how to get access to farms and fruits and vegetables out in that area.
Fruitographer?
Yeah, Fruitographer.
Awesome, man. Spell that real quick.
Fruitographer.
What do you do, bro?
I'm the photographer for the Woodstock Fruit Festival. I have been for the last 3 years, and then I've kind of started focusing on raw food photography and trying to get my foot in the door for that and see what I can do to help influence other photographers along with models to eat this way and find out how they can improve their photos, reduce their editing, and basically get something that you can't get with somebody that eats a standard diet.
That's so cool that you can, because you can take the food thing and relate it to anything. You can take it for triathlons, you can do the food thing and for beauty and health and more creativity. For me, it really did start out as like this huge spiritual revelation. I had this vision of light, and when I read the Gospel of Peace, and it was like, fast and pray until the Lord of the house returns. And I knew what that meant, and I don't know how I knew what that meant, but that was my introduction to true spirituality, I thought. And fast and pray until the Lord of the house returns. In other words, like, fast and pray until like the demons of addiction leave your vessel. And I think we were talking about that a little bit, even down to where even what the world calls wholesome foods can be like an addiction, you know?
For sure. Definitely.
And so we're, we're just trying to we're all doing the best we can here to, become the best human beings we can. I mean, that was so obvious by our conversation, which next time what I'll do is I'll press record and I'll just point the camera down at the ground and we'll just get the audio. But the things we were talking about was amazing. And I think that men sharing their love with each other and their strength to get through and break through the barriers that we all are, confronted with, and to be supportive of one another. I felt that we had a really good synergy as far as really seeing things similarly with the diet, with the challenges as an opportunity to grow spiritually. So we're just I'm reiterating on the most beautiful, uplifting conversation in the world that I've had in a long time, which really elevated me. Good. Your story and your understanding of spirituality and how challenges relate to evolution and growth.
Right.
So we're going to continue to be strong and press ahead. And then you joined us the last minute. I don't really even know your name, bro.
DJ Shamrock.
Are you going to be playing some music?
Yeah, for the Fruit Festival, yeah. It's an amazing thing for me to be able to do this because not just being in this diet and understanding this lifestyle, but I also love music, okay? So coming here and doing this with a combination of, I've been DJing for a long time, right? So clubs, bars, you name it. I love the music, but I was never into the scene. There's like these drugs involved, the alcohol, cigarettes, and for years that always bothered me, but I love seeing the people show up and dance, that part, that aspect, right? So when this opportunity came up, I jumped right on it because playing music for this genre, people that not only love the music anyway, but they have a clear mind and a clean body to be able to completely focus on the love and the energy of the dancing. Dancing is an exercise, it releases endorphins, it's fun, it's not a chore.
It's a spiritual path.
And you're enjoying it, right? The problem with a club or a bar, the big draw would be, okay, the music's a draw, but so's the alcohol. And I don't want to, I'm trying to get away from that as much as possible. So this, to me, doing the Fruit Festival is like, it's like a dream.
So you still are working in smoky clubs?
I do it, well...
For money?
Well, right. I mean, I make a living off it, but then a lot of places have kind of pulled the cigarettes away from the scene, but the alcohol's still there.
Yeah.
You know, and like, I don't endorse it. I don't work for any beer companies or anything like that. If people want to buy beer, I can't stop them, but I can at least maybe give them music to get exercise. You know, at least burn some calories and
burn all the calories they're drinking.
Right. I mean, I see it all the time. They come in, they're drinking, and they go into the bathroom constantly because they have to go over and over again.
So
You know?
this is just so, it's like, I remember this one thing in Hawaii, this ecstatic dance.
Right.
Where we were sober and we were on fruit and we were at a health, it's such a way better vibe than it is when there's the drinking
it's magical.
involved.
It's magical.
So you take the food and take it into the music.
Right. I mean, you're gonna have a good time. You're like I said, you're dancing, but you're not stumbling over from being drunk. Like, you're basically getting high off the fruit. You're getting your sugars, the proper sugars and the energy, and then you're hearing good music, and you're surrounded by people that are happy and peaceful, and then it creates a good energy. I'm sorry, Ted, go ahead.
No, the most beautiful part about being in dancing is that if you're doing it, most people can only enter these states of flow when they're high on drugs or alcohol, right? So a state of flow can look like anything, whether it's a writer or an athlete or a dancer, right? But when you do it with fruit, it's good, clean fun.
Yes.
It's like you just enter this state of flow that's very hard to get into otherwise. But dancing, it's very easy to get into flow, and you just like, time ceases to exist, and you're just in that moment, just flowing. You don't even know what the next move you're gonna do is. It just, it's like I'm talking right now. I don't know what I'm gonna say next. I'm in flow. Dancing is so easy to get into that, and you just feel so good. It's the spiritual path, as you're saying. It's just that connection with the higher self, and you are able to provide that pathway to that flow through music. So that's sick.
Yeah, and music is also ancient, right? So before technology, before a lot of understanding of life, we were banging on drums, thousands of years ago. So we had organic fruit, right, whenever we wanted. Right, the planet was perfect thousands of years ago.
Eden.
And we were banging on rocks and drums and, you know, dancing around fires. So that aspect, it's still here today if you choose it, right?
It's still here today at Woodstock Fruit Festival. This is paradise for us today. In my opinion, it's mostly because of you three right here that I am in paradise with people that are just loving and kind and have the most highest intentions. So is like fruit your favorite food?
Oh, I mean, I love fruit. Yeah, absolutely.
And like, fruit to me seems like the highest food for the human organism.
Oh yeah,
just through years of experience.
I honestly
Definitely fruit and greens.
Wouldn't consider anything else food unless it is a fruit or it has some greens. It's like fruit and leaves, basically.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, I'm so with it. That's so. We all agree, fruits and leafy green herbs.
Definitely lots of leafy
changed your life.
Oh yeah.
Changed your life.
Yeah.
Incredibly.
Changed your life.
Created my life.
Open up a lot of doors.
This is my life now. Like, I look at myself when I was 18, before I got on this path, and I see pictures of myself when I was 18 or videos of myself, and like, that's not even me. When I became 19 and I went raw vegan, that's me. Like, I see pictures of myself when I'm at 19, I'm like, I can relate to that person. I see pictures of myself when I'm 18, that's not me. I don't know who that person is. I've like deleted all those photos, all those videos, that's not even me. So it created my life now. I'm actually living now. I was just barely getting by before.
It's almost like the excess of cooked food and the drugs, it makes us into like mutants.
Yeah.
And it's like asleep. But what's funny is that even after 14 years on raw vegan, I mean, even within the last few days, revelation after revelation and experience after experience, it's like, wow, how far down does the rabbit hole go with the explosive awakenings that keep coming? Like, you can think a certain way and like read a lot of books and go, yeah, I agree with that. It makes sense to me. But then there comes those days when you have like that download, that experience to where the knowledge becomes wisdom. Just like what I was telling you guys about, like my awareness of neurological addiction to food as opposed to physiological necessity for it.
And it seems to grow and grow. The longer I do this and the more I do this, it seems like the more advanced I get too. So it's never like you hit a plateau. It's like you achieve more and more every day.
You know what? That's probably why we do get along so well, and why we have created this movement and momentum, is because there's certain people that are just you know, flatliners. Then there's the going downhill people. And then there's those of us that, I don't know, maybe we put out a lot of energy at first to get the rocket off out of the gravitational pull, but then we're just dedicated to that potential that's within us. We know it's there.
Yeah.
I think most of us agree that calling it God is an okay thing.
Sure.
And it's just, it wants to come forth, but it has to be, the debris has to be removed.
Yeah.
This is what we're here to teach and share, and that's why we're here at Woodstock Fruit Festival. That's the reality of Woodstock Fruit Festival.
It is, man. It's this infinite reality. It's infinite reality. You're saying you're wondering how far the rabbit hole goes, and it's infinite. It's
Amen.
infinite. Another word for God is infinity. You know, it's just everything, all the time, every time. It's just everything, and we're experiencing that here. And we're like we were saying earlier, just like we're all reflections of each other. Like you are me, I am you. It's just like it's just infinite. It never ends. There's no beginning. There's no end. It's just everything.
Oh, you know why I like it here is because the mirrors are so much cleaner.
Yeah.
True.
Especially without like the debris of, I mean, yeah, so we don't all agree on everything, but we can agree on some things, and that's what we appreciate about each other.
Yeah.
Instead of any kind of conflict, it's more like, how can we connect and relate, and what can we do, what can we agree on, and focus on that, and make, you know, and cultivate that.
Open and clear.
Yeah, and this place is incredible to connect with people. I mean, as soon as you show up, it doesn't matter whether you know somebody or not, you're already connected. And it feels like you're instant friends with everybody here, and it's so welcoming. I love this, and I look forward to it every year.
I thought that I was coming to see my friends, but when I sat down last night at the table with the pioneers, I knew that I was actually here to see my family.
Dude,
Yeah.
my words out of my head. You took them.
Really?
You took the words out of my head.
Yeah.
This, to me, this is, you guys are more family than peace and love to my family.
You know, in the,
But you guys are more family to me than my blood family. I'm so close to you guys. Like I would, yeah, this is my family right
in
here.
the Gospel of Peace, it says, your brothers in the spirit will love you 1,000 times more than your brothers in the blood.
Wow, that's
You know what
sick.
I mean? Because your brothers in the blood, they've turned their back on you. Just because it's your brother by your own mother, doesn't mean he won't stab you in the back. But your brothers in the spirit will be there when you need them to be, and they will support you even if your paths are different. But you know that spiritually, yeah, you've got to go down this road, Dan. You've got to go down the high-fat path for a while. You're not going to turn your back on me. You're going to say, go for it, bro. Tell me how the experiment
please
goes.
do. Please do.
I almost actually like those situations because it lets you know who's really there for you. So when you get in these challenges and the people that step up and stick by you in those difficult times, you know those are the true brothers and those are the ones you can trust and are real family. So I actually almost look at the difficult situations as a blessing. Even though it's difficult at the time, in the end, it becomes so much stronger and you're so much better off in the long run that it's almost a blessing.
So the nature of this video is almost, you know, one of the things that really inspired me to make a video with you guys, was just the encouragement that we were talking about as far as taking our challenges, being patient, working through them, not responding to the negativity, and then, you know, and then using that as an opportunity to graduate and to evolve to the next level.
Yeah. If you're in a difficult time, you're having problems with anybody, just have nothing but peace and love towards that person, and just know that when the end comes of that situation, that you're going to be a higher person, you're going to be better off, you're going to be able to handle difficult situations even better, and you're going to have closer friends in the long run. So just nothing but peace and love.
Cool, man. More evolved and more loving. Let's do the finish. Anything else, bro?
Love wins every time.
Love is the answer.
It wins every time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No matter how bad it is.
We
It all
agree?
comes back to that. Yes.
Of course.
Love is the answer. So let's do one more video plug so everyone can find who we are, check us out, subscribe to our stuff.
Yeah, check out 100squatsaday.com for find my stuff and my fitness.
100squatsaday.com, and that's the number 100. And then
Fruitographer. Go on to YouTube/Fruitographer.
cool.
And you'll find my videos there I'm starting to put up, and then Facebook/Fruitographer. I'm going to try to do photos of all the different events. Last 3 years of Woodstock, I'm going to try to get some galleries up. Dr. Sam's retreat. I do all of Doug Graham's food and sport events also, so I'm going to put some photos up for that for everybody to see. So if you want to know more about the raw food retreats, check out Raw Food Photographer on Facebook and YouTube, and I'll let you see what's going on.
Rawtographer?
Just Fruitographer. There's
Okay.
already a guy named Rawtographer,
Yeah.
and he covers a bunch of different events. So
He's a great photographer too.
He's
Jeff.
the Rawtographer. He
Yeah.
would be a good guy to check out too. So check out both of us,
Yeah.
Fruitographer and Rawtographer.
Okay, cool.
A
Shamrock.
SoundCloud. You go to SoundCloud, you can just do a search for DJ Shamrock -43, and my songs pop up.
Where does the 43 come from?
The reason why I put the 43 in there is because there's other DJ Shamrocks out there.
Okay.
So when I joined SoundCloud, I was like, oh, I gotta put a number in there so that people can find me.
So they can find some of your some
Mixes.
free music.
Music, you can download it, you can listen to it for free.
So say that one more time.
DJ Shamrock -43.
Okay. Cool, man.
SoundCloud. SoundCloud.com.
Sweet. Thanks everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video and that you learned something and you're inspired to allow the most beautiful illuminated part of yourself to come forth and allow that to purify all of the ignorance that's been programmed into us by the world, that you might find more freedom today. Thank you. Peace.
It's a beautiful day.
Good job, man.
Thanks guys. Awesome video.
Perfect.